Hey guys, it's going to be a little different than most of the videos that I've been putting up. It's not going to be an instructional, it's just going to be a clarification on terminology. There's a lot of questions out there, and I'm going to give a source for my definition of the terminologies for goose calling. Before we start, I always get a lot of questions of what calls I'm using in my videos. I'm going to be using two calls. One's tuned up more for hunting and the other one's tuned up more like a contest call. They're both overloads, Black Timber custom call overloads. I make them all right here in the shop. So with that done, let's get started. The first note that we're going to do is the honk, and this is just your basic honk. The next note we're going to go over is a hail call. It's just an extended version of that honk, and it's mainly used for a contest, but you can use it out in the field a little bit. I don't use it much, but you can use it out in the field, just for a loud call to get the geese's attention. It's just and then the final variation of the honk would be the buzz honk, which is more commonly referred to as a shoreman honk, and it's going to sound a little something like this. Alright. Next note we're going to go over is the cluck, and here's just a clean cluck. The next variation of that is going to be your stall cluck, which is just a murmur right before a cluck. And another variation is going to be your double cluck, and I'm going to go over just a regular double cluck right here. You can get your what I call a bounce double cluck, and you can do it low to high. Or you can go high to low. And then the final you got one more variation of the cluck, and it's going to be your triple cluck, and it's going to be just a double cluck, a regular double cluck, but you roll one more at the end of it. And then the final variation of the cluck is going to be a buzz cluck, and it's just a quick buzz followed by a quick cluck. Alright, next note I'm going to go over is the moan. There's several different variations of a moan that you just get by opening and closing your hand. So here's just a regular moan. You can also get a quiver moan either by adding voice or using your hand. Next note I'm going to go over is the spit note. And here's a spit note. And you can also have a comeback spit note. You just exaggerate that more. And you can have your flying spit note, which is a real soft, like geese coming in the land. also have the quick spit, which is just a shortened version of your spit note. Then you have your hiccup. And you have your murmur. And then you have a train. And then you have what's called an old T-Rex. And that's your terminology for goose calling.